and learn something new.
Quick tip, I'm Law if you forgot who I am. If you do know who I am, hi, love you, how you been? Mounting. Mounting's always important. Biggest thing I tell people is if you learn your mount, you know how to carve and you know how to dismount. Every time you get on the wheel, you're gonna be in the same exact position, unless you ride weird. Every time you slow down, anytime you carve, there's points in time where you're on a corner and then you have one leg. One leg that's gonna be off here. I'm not gonna rely on this is scary. But you'll have one leg out, and then while you're on one leg, the other one's gonna be pinned against that same exact spot. So those 3 points that a lot of people end up overseeing is equidistant contact between the ball of your foot and your heel. So like the edge of your heel, the ball of your foot, and then your shin. The way you make those contacts, making a little isosceles triangle. So you make imaginary line from the center of your pedal, straight line, that's where your leg is gonna be making contact, your shin. And then along with that, your heel and your toe. Those are gonna be there. That's even pressure between the two. Sometimes when people are learning, they end up pushing their heel out too much, they put a little bit too much toe pressure, that forces the wheel to swing out on you when you're trying to mount, and that gets really awkward. So no matter what the wheel, you're gonna find those 3 contact points, that's gonna get you the answer to getting on, unless you are just bare bones hopping onto it and praying that you're in position. If you wanna know the actual numbers, that's exactly where you need to be. So get those 3 points. Your knee, get that above the contact patch in the ground. Wherever the tires touching the ground, make an imaginary line. Your knee is gonna make contact in that straight line above. So when you mount, all your weight is gonna be going that way, directly up and in. Up and in, then go forward. Because what happens is, unless you're already accounting for that and you're able to push forward, there's a lot of times where people end up pushing awkward, they fall off to the side, wheel falls off, they hurt their knee, they give up. One thing to pass on to people is keeping that knee up and over, being able to practice balancing for that little bit. That allows you to be able to step on. Anytime you're penduluming or doing whatever, you're doing that same exact motion. Your leg is in that same position. Anytime you notice those little things, pass it on, and yeah, just make everybody else better.
And learn something new.